War Eagle is a chant that obviously resonates around this stadium. And the Eagle released as is tradition ahead of kickoff as it circles the fans who are in good voice here tonight. The weather has cleared up. It is turning into a beautiful evening for soccer. It's Argentina against Iceland live here on ESPN.
The world champions make their final stop prior to beginning the defence of their World Cup trophy in a week's time. It's an unprecedented port of call for this Argentina team. Legendary Jordan Hare Stadium here in Auburn, Alabama. I'm with Alejandro Moreno, and a chance for some of Argentina's squad members to make an impression today, Ali, as we look at this starting 11. Young Icelandic strikers to go up against tonight, primarily number 9, Ori Oskarsson, who's really caught the eye in Spain.
Yeah, he has. And in terms of Otamendi chasing around young strikers, I think Nicolas Otamendi is having difficulties chasing all strikers.
So all set for action. Last stop for Argentina. There's been so much talk about how difficult it is to defend a World Cup trophy, and certainly history tells us that. That is exactly what they will set out to do in a week's time when the World Cup gets underway for them in Kansas City. But for tonight, so much to enjoy here at Jordan Hare Stadium. They were closing in on a capacity sellout, close to 87,000 here, and so many Argentina fans have travelled for far and wide. Perhaps an early indication as to whether we're going to see similar scenes as to those we saw in Qatar 3.5 years ago, when it seemed like the whole country of Argentina had made the trip to Qatar, Alec. Second time in 4 nights after their journey to College Station to beat Honduras on Saturday. It's a fairly comfortable win for them. Ali, I know you saw that game as they're on the attack here. Initial shot was charged down. And then the follow-up from Jose Lopez is Giovanni Lo Celso. Lo Celso maintaining his place in the starting lineup. Iceland able to thwart the threat and launch a counter-attack themselves. This is Albert Gudmundsson on the move up against Hie, the standing right back, and a chance for Iceland. What a ball in that was. Somehow there was no touch on it. Ellertson arriving.
Ellertson sets up his run to the back post, and Gudmundsson puts it into a dangerous area. It is poor defending from Hie to begin with, and poor defending at the back post, and quite frankly, Adrian Healy, that is indeed my kind of range. Is a tap-in for Ellertson, unable to get his foot on the ball in a way that he could make the contact to keep it down. Goes high on him, and it is a miss for Iceland. Wasted opportunity.
Changed looking front line for Argentina today, trying to connect there. The ball over the top for Barco. Here is Lionel Scaloni, the 4th youngest to win a World Cup in history.
This is Abdul from Kulna. He wants to start selling online. He just needs a domain name. Abdul's Emporium.
And the youngest since 1978, when another great Argentine, Cesar Luis Menotti, lifted the trophy on home soil.
It's just hard. It's hard to win the World Cup once. It's hard to win it back-to-back. A lot of things have to go your way, and most of all, you're going to have outstanding performances on back-to-back World Cups from a very similar group. We just saw Lionel Scaloni, and Lionel Scaloni, he decided to make this group about experience. He didn't quite renew the group all that much, and it feels like it's ride or die with the guys that I know have gone through this and are going to be able to handle the moment. Yeah. Is that going to be enough? That's another big question.
Yeah, very much themes of familiarity and continuity. Lionel Scaloni, over 2/3 of the squad that went to Qatar, still very much involved as Argentina look to create some havoc. Man down on the ground is Giuliano Simeone, and almost fell back to him, and then the shot all along the ground. An instinctive left-footed effort from Valentin Barco, and Argentina delight the crowd here at Auburn by taking an early lead.
And I spoke earlier about Valentin Barco, that he had a good match against Honduras and is one of those players that is making a case for Lionel Scaloni. This is just poor defending from Iceland. Opportunity to clear it, clear it, clear it. Somebody clear it, get rid of it, clear it. No, all right, fine. Then give an opportunity to Valentin Barco from top of the 18-yard box and give him credit. Stays with it, snapshot, through a whole lot of bodies. The goalkeeper from Iceland sees it late. By the time he reacts, it's too late. Full stretch, can't quite get there. 1-0. Good finish from Valentin Barco. And again, poor defending from Iceland. Unable to clear their lines. 1-0 Argentina.
Part in proceedings. You have Enzo Fernandez, of course. He's on the bench tonight. Given away, and a chance for Lopez to lead the charge. Cutting inside, awkward for the keeper, got enough on it to steer it to safety for now. And then a miss-hit shot on the follow-up from Simeone. And Iceland survive barely.
Maybe I'm going to give an excuse to Nico Paz. It's poor distribution play for Iceland and a turnover. That indeed the field conditions are not helping him out. But it felt like it was one of those moments in which you need to read the situation a whole lot better.
These two teams have only met once before, but it was at a World Cup. It was almost exactly 8 years ago to the day in Moscow. It was the opening game for both teams, and it ended as a 1-1 draw. That was when Iceland were perhaps at the peak of their powers. This is Jose Lopez. He's only made one start in his career for Argentina prior to tonight. He sets that up with an invitation.
It's really good work from Jose Manuel El Flaco Lopez. Good turn in open space, able to find the supporting run on the right.
Marseille keeper, who's winning just his 8th Argentina cap tonight. As they're still awaiting #1 keeper Emi Martinez's return to fitness.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah, there he is. Okay. Everybody go crazy. They're all clapping for Rodrigo de Paul, I'm sure.
The bodyguard, he's always by his side. I was astonished to read this is their first European opponent they've had since the World Cup final against France at the end of 2022.
I'm sure Argentina would argue that when you play 3.5 years worth of qualifiers in CONMEBOL, that is as competitive as it gets. But point taken. And oh, by the way, I said that Valentin Barco perhaps may struggle with his size and the physicality of the game. He decides, you know what, I'll just go in a two-footed challenge and prove you wrong.
It's almost like he was listening, Alec. Well, the upshot is the free kick here, which Gudmundsson is standing over. Johannesson as well. And it's Gudmundsson who takes it and didn't clear the first defender. I'm not sure Barco, who's everywhere at the moment, isn't he? I'm sure he was the full 10 yards. And certainly feeling the effects. This is club football in Italy with Genoa. Medina in at left back tonight.
He gets him with a chicken wing.
Things ugly to get their way through the knockout rounds of that tournament. Beating Brazil, remember it well.
This World Cup, that sort of situation in which you have that moment of magic for Lionel Messi, but how much magic will we see? Not quite sure.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's get excited. Lionel Messi.
Yeah. You sure it's not Enzo Fernandez that they're cheering?
No, nor is it Cristian Romero either.
It's Lisandro Martinez, Manchester United man at the back, who had an injury-racked campaign but is fit at the right time. Here's an opportunity for Simeone, and a shot in the end right at Olafsson. Simeone was perhaps the most dangerous attacking threat at times, and that's in a team with Julian Alvarez in it.
And assuming, of course, that Lionel Messi is on the field. Oh, good lord.
Yeah. Cheap giveaway. Can Argentina exploit it? Nice ball over the top. Good goalkeeping in the end by Olafsson. Needed to be. As Nico Paz got on the end of this.
How many of these turnovers have we seen from Iceland? There's good ball in behind from Valentin Barco. Nico Paz, willing runner, and Olafsson makes this save squarely with his nose. Takes it off the face. What do I know?
Still Argentina, a goal to the good thanks to that man. Valentin Barco puts in another rambunctious challenge, shall we say. And now he's going to be booked.
It's a side note. Wasn't it not a bigger uniform for the referee today? He's wearing the medium. Valentin Barco once again late. He was late on the two-footed challenge earlier on. It comes again with the out of control. And I'm sure for both sets of players, they have been training in the facilities of Auburn University. They're probably thinking to themselves,
There were shots all along the ground. Yeah. One of the first teams to pencil their names in for World Cup 2026. Here they are trying to put a capper on their first half display. Nico Paz has been driven a little wide ultimately. It was a position that promised much and delivered very little there for Argentina. That should just about do it for this first half, and indeed the half-time whistle sounds. I don't know if it's a 45 minutes you can easily sum up, Ali, but Argentina lead by a goal to nil thanks to Valentin Barco.
Yeah. First 22, 23 minutes from Argentina, very good, very active, engaged. The last 22, 23 minutes, forgettable from both